Hey YouTube, Jay Kilroy here, back in the shop. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to have a little Shop ADHD number 43. If you're new to my channel, Shop ADHD is where we do a little of this and a little of that. And it seems that nowadays shop construction is in the water. So over at Randy Richard, doing shop construction. Steve Summers, doing shop construction. Well, guess what? Here in Vicksburg, Mississippi, Jay Kilroy is doing shop construction too. So we got a little bit of everything this week. We've got some viewer gifts sent in. We've got some metalworking. We've got some concrete pouring, and we've got a big blue surprise. You have to wait and see what that is. Anyway, lots going on around here. I'm really glad that you came and decided to join. If at the end of the video you had a good time and you enjoyed it, please consider a like, and I'd really like it if I deserved your subscribe. So anyway, hope you enjoy it. Have a good one, and I'll be back with you at the end. All right, so my buddy, long-time viewer, long-time follower of the channel, Mr. Lee Pedins, saw my last video on the new tool post for the Martin lathe, dropped me a note and said, hey Jay, I got some stuff that is never going to work in my lathe. Maybe it'll work in yours. How does this open? Maybe this stuff will work in your lathe. Would you like it? I said, certainly. So he packed it up and sent it to me. Little note. Oh, here's a sticker from his channel. I think I already have his sticker on my board. No, I don't. Oh, shit. We're gonna have to fix that. His channel is called 10 Barn Time, and I believe his channel name is Mr. Pragmatic Lee. Very nice, very catchy. There we go. Very nice Mylar sticker. Got a perfect spot for him right here. Added to the chest there. All right, before we get into the box, a little note here from Mr. Pedins. Enclosed are the lathe tools and inserts. Not sure if the inserts match the box they're in. And they're a bit too large for his quick change tool post. I really didn't want to mill them down. There we go. Lee Pedins. Well, Lee, thank you very much. That's extremely nice of you. Let's see what you've sent this way here. See, he's like me, makes do with whatever packing material he can find. We got us a can of metal. I believe that's a square insert style, clamp style holder. The number on it there is a KSBL-124, and I believe that's a 3/4 inch shank. Here's another can of metal. This is a D&MG style insert. I believe that's a D&MG 4, 33, 432 style insert. And the can of metal as well. Number on the holder is DDJNR-124. Let's see here. This is another. Go right and left. Here's another. This is a DDJNR as well, with another D&MG style insert holder there. Clamp with the pin. It's a nice holder. inserts here. Got some square inserts, some CNMGs. These look quite usable. There we go. Oh, something else, another holder in here. Oh, it's another square style holder, square insert holder. This is a left instead of a right. Clamp style holder. KSBR holder. And insert knocking around in the bottom there. Oh. Yep, another insert knocking around in the bottom. And oh, look at that. Look at that beauty right there. He said on the note that he had enclosed a pen holder. There's his sticker again, 10 Barn Time. The Pragmatic Lee. Is that a beauty? It's a very interesting 6-hole arrangement in a small cylinder with scalloped sides. Very nice. You could use this for pens. You could use this for files. You could use this for, let's see, I got a couple of small files here. You know, so you could use this for some machinist tools of various types, right? You could put anything in here. But anyway, I just have to say, very nice, very well made. It's aluminum. It has a very nice black finish. I don't know if that's an anodized finish or maybe a powder coat finish. It's very well done. Again, the very unique 6-hole arrangement in a cylinder-like shape with the scallops. Very nice. Lee, thank you very much. That is super. That will go on my good desk, not on my workbench. This will go on the good desk and will have the nice pins in it. So again, to thank Lee very much for these very nice gifts, donations to the shop. These will come in quite handy for the Martin lathe. They're a little too big. I can't use these on the Revette because the BXA tooling will not hold shanks of this size. They will fit very nicely in the CA tooling, and we will endeavor to put these to good use. So thank you very much, Lee. So more construction. When I told you we had some concrete pouring, so there's a pad off the north end of my building where I need to build a porch to have a second exit from the upstairs because of fire code. It's a commercially zoned building, even though it's not really being used. It's not a walk-in business per se, but it's commercially zoned. So I need that second exit, which makes sense. I'm not complaining. And so what I did is there's a footing formed up that extends the pad 2 feet and then out to the north, and then extends the pad to the west out to the extent of my building, the wall, the westernmost wall. That was not covered by the pad at all, and I didn't want to build a porch and then have a section of it with grass under it. So anyway, there's going to be some concrete pouring. I got a little time lapse for you to enjoy, and we'll discuss it after we're done. so now we're going to segue into the machining portion of this video. We're going to make some plugs. They're going to be welded into the ends of some 4-inch aluminum pipe to make some watertight enclosures. So we're going to make a bunch of really nasty chips on the lathe here, and let's get with it. All right, now that we got all of our discs cut up, we're going to start off with the end plugs. The end plugs are just going to get welded in. So not a lot of special work going on here. We're going to face off both sides, and then we're going to cut a boss on the end that looks like this. This is our finished part, right? And it's just going to drop into the end of that 4-inch tube and be welded all the way around. Running a Seiko insert, non-ferrous insert, running about 1,000 RPM. So I don't know if you noticed, but right here I left a little tit right there, right? So that means I'm above center of touch. That's going to drive me crazy. I just changed my insert. That's the reason it happened, I believe. So just a second, let me adjust this. There we go. Clean as a whistle. So that's 203 steps. I'm not really shooting for any kind of specific dimension here. I don't really have anything. I just need enough of this boss to index nicely in the tube, make things easy for the welder. And so I'm gonna do another set of these, and then I'm gonna clean up to my finished dimension of 3.5. Yeah, ought to be real close to 3.6. Oops, origin's off. I said it ought to be real close to 3.6. That's pretty close to 3.6. I need to take off another 1/10. So let's do that real quick. There you go. So there you go. Lots of big pieces of aluminum turned into small pieces of aluminum. Swore for days. A discussion down below about inserts optimized for making a chip with aluminum would be highly appreciated. I've never used anything like that before, and I think I need to. So let's discuss that. Anyway, now that we're done with the machining portion of today's video, let's move on to the big blue surprise, shall we? So, you know, there's a lot of renovations going on at the shop, and I needed some space for some stuff. So I had these nice gentlemen drop off a 40-foot high cube container for all of my storage needs. Then the children and the wife and I started the process of removing all the stickers. We used a blowtorch to soften them up, and then we scraped them right off. But what we could have done is just let the 4200 psi pressure washer blow them off, because that's what happened with all the ones that were left over. Then I gave all the rust spots a good OSPO coating, and then you know what was next. Paint time. So once it was all clean and dry, I got out the airless sprayer and went to work. So when asking around for recommendations on what to use as paint, I talked to a good friend of mine, that's a professional painter, and he suggested this Sherwin-Williams industrial coating. It's a 100% acrylic direct-to-metal coating, and it worked fantastic. 5 gallons of this stuff was just enough to do 2 coats all the way around the container. I think it's pretty neat that the pump on my sprayer sounds like a cricket at 4 times speed. And it's pretty neat watching this thing get all covered up. The Sherwin-Williams DTM covered great. I'm sure I could have got away with 1 coat, no problem. But, you know, I had the paint, I might as well put it to use. So that's what I did. I'm using a 512, a 512 tip here in the sprayer. That gives me a 12-inch fan, ideally with a 12 thousandths orifice diameter. Should give me a flow rate of about 0.15 GPM. I will tell you, if you're not used to using an airless sprayer, don't start with the 512. This tip's fine if you know how to use the equipment, and yes, you can see while I'm painting here, I'm moving. I'm not messing around. Otherwise, you will get a lot of drips, and you don't want that. All right, there you go. The container's painted. The Sherwin paint was fantastic. It looks great. It's been a couple of months. It looks just as good today as the day that I painted it. Can't complain. A lot of stuff out there, moving a lot of stuff out of the shop for renovations, so making a lot of room, and got to keep doing it. So more to come on that front. Thank you for stopping by for the Shop ADHD. I do appreciate it. I do greatly appreciate all of my viewers and subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, I would love it if you would consider, and if you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate a like. Either way, discussions in the comments section are also always appreciated. As always, be safe in the shop, and I'll be back with you soon.